Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Do. They have with me Jared.
What's up?
And this is our 349th episode, which means next one will be my 350th, of which I already know what I'm going to cover. Do you want to know?
All right.
I'm going to do Ultimate Avengers.
Oh, nice.
Basically, Mark Millar's Ultimate 3.
Ultimate Volume 3?
No, Mark Millar's Ultimate 3.
Okay, I see.
I said Mark Millar's, not the official Ultimate 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You tell him at my parents' house, so
Yeah.
Ruby's not going to shut up.
All right.
Ruby, stop it. Hopefully this doesn't become as bad as it was when I was with Bianca once before. That one, I couldn't use it. I could not use it. It took months for me and Bianca to do it again. But yeah, we're going over Superboy's Legion. Basically, it's an Elseworlds where what if Superboy got diverted or your baby Kal-El got diverted and left in stasis until the Legion's time?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But
so as opposed to being plucked out of time, what if he actually was introduced in the Legion's time?
Okay, but does the Legion exist?
Yes.
But wait, that doesn't make sense because
okay. You'll find out, dude. You'll find out.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
What? You want me to spoil everything?
No. I was about to say because it's like the Legion's origin is tied to his heroics as Superman. So if he's not Superman,
true.
How does that work?
True. But yeah, this is Mark Farmer doing the writing with artwork by Alan Davis.
Sweet.
Great artist. But yeah, Ruby, knock it off. I'll give you all this stuff so you can leave me alone. But yeah, R.J. Brande, he's the guy who basically financed the Legion. He is, they're looking through, they find green kryptonite, and then they find the ship, which, if you recall, it's a birthing matrix.
Yeah.
So technically he wasn't born, so it kept him in stasis for thousands of years. It's a baby boy. Now, this was in 2987, so now we're about 14 years later. Welcome to Metropolis in the year 3001. Oh, so Futurama.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry. But yeah, capital of Earth and center of intergalactic commerce, seen by many as a utopian ideal, a crime-free Eden, where sentients from all over the known space converge to work peacefully under the all-protective care of the supercomputer Universo. Metropolis vast streets teem with people confident in their prosperous future as the new millennium begins. The security is ensured by the same guardians who patrol the ever-increasing area of space that subscribe to Universal's technology, the Science Police. Their watchful gaze protecting against any sign of criminal behavior. Most of the time. Quick, Toady, save me! Sorry if I scared you, Toady. Come on. I hate when it does this.
Oh, yeah, it does that to me all the time on DC Universe.
Why? And normally it's resolved by this point. Hold on. I am reloading. Hold on. Sorry about this, folks. It's not wanting to load. I'm gonna go to read all comics.
You could quit the website and then bring it back up.
But then I'd have to quit StreamYard.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. No, internet's fine. Sometimes check the internet just to make sure, you know. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Um, only I'm really late for a meeting with my dad, and I need a peace offering. Superboy, don't let the science police hit and hear you and call me that, or you'll be in as much trouble as I am. No problem, but maybe you should take care of that first. Uh-oh, I better clean it up quickly. Too late. You've done enough, Citizen Brande. Universal has already dispatched a repair crews, and your latest antisocial actions have been filed. You never learn, do you? 2 serious swirls, Kal. Thanks, Toady. Put him on my tab. My dad will pay, as he does for everything else. Now observe the speed limit. We'll be watching, because R.J. Brand's the richest man on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Are you threatening me, Leto? Of course not, Mr. Brand. But if your son's behavior worsens, the SP will have no option. Can they do that, Marla? Marla? Sadly, RJ, yes. For Brand Industries to be disconnected from all power utilities is unusual, but entirely legal. The boy continues to make unregistered interstellar flights. Need I remind you how dangerous unique powers make him to law-abiding space users? Cal's no threat. My God, he's like any 14-year-old. There's too much energy. That's all. We realize that since the deaths of your wife, the manifestation of Cal's powers, he's become a bit of a handful. So the offer to place him in the SB Cadet Academy still stands. Hi, Dad. Commissioner. Master Brand. Talk of the devil. Please, Commish, call me Superboy. We'll have less of the attitude, son. Now, I want a straight answer. Have you been off planet again? Well, yesterday I flew over to the Libra Nebula. Is that a problem? It's disastrous, son. You've been warned before, but you refused to listen. I was bored. So no one would notice. What? There was no spaceship in that ridiculous outfit. This fixation with the 20th century superheroes has got to stop. If you don't start taking responsibility for your actions, all I've worked for will be lost. Millions of jobs will vanish. Years of research wasted. I won't let that happen. Once I was proud to call you my son. Now I can't help. I can't begin to tell you how disappointed that makes me. Whoosh! Look at that look on his face.
Oh, man.
Small instant of parental tragedy or flash of authoritative triumph. Neither perspectives could foresee the momentous events that would result from one boy's incredible odyssey. It's not fair. I tried really hard to stick to the rules, but the SB still picks on me. I've got to face facts. My powers make me too different. I'll never fit in on Earth. My dad thinks I'm a waster, but I'm lost. Flown too far, too fast. No, wait. I recognize a couple of Cephids. I have been here before, but over 1,000 years ago. Krypton, my homeworld. He's already made it to Krypton!
Okay.
I once stood here. All those lives, the possibilities, gone forever, leaving only me. Line up, Kal. Before, huh? A flash of light out here. Could it be someone in trouble? Looks like a job for Superboy. And we see a Green Lantern.
Sweet lanterns.
Yep, I'm Superboy of Earth. Well, thank you for your assistance. I'm Talukatu, Green Lantern of Sector 3142. Wow, a real Green Lantern in the flesh. Just one of an entire corps of proud law bringers to all known sectors of space. At least those free of the SP control. Can I join? I can do anything. I don't doubt it, young man, but our numbers fall as our power wanes. The annihilation of the planet Daxam and the subsequent Sinestro War, and this was long before Sinestro Corps War. This is before Sinestro Corps War!
Wow.
Have taken a heavy toll. The foot soldiers are willing. We simply lack the tools to do the job properly. Then let me help. At least try and recapture some of the creatures and the Kuns abandoned. No, you must return to the safety of SP space while we continue to fight the evil that thrives outside their influence. The cosmos is vast, and honest people should not fear to enter it. This is not yet a place for a child such as yourself. Go home, Superboy, and take care. If your core is no longer up to protecting all of interstellar space, maybe there's room for someone else to take their chance. Help, man, Saturn Girl and Cosmic Lad, who apparently are a couple already in this part.
All right.
Which, given how Paul Levitz revealed there was a point where the two had slept together, a drunken sleep together, and how right afterwards realizing, crap, this could ruin the Legion before it even began, she wiped his mind, but she said, I'll never forget, and she vowed an oath of celibacy for the time. Right when they found out they're going to be Superboy, to which he said, "Oh, great! Right as I declare an oath of celibacy, I'm about to see the one and boy I had a crush on my entire life. This is so not fair."
I love that.
That's cute, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Levitz really got the Legion, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez! I just found out someone passed away.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just met him a while ago.
Wow.
Jeez. Sorry, I literally just found out about it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I literally, like I said, I literally just met him not long ago when he was at Motor City. But anyway, so yeah, the two are, Rook and Irma are there, like, but I got work to finish. Me too. Stop acting so responsible for once. We need to discuss your future plans. Well, I could go back to Brawl, hang out with my family, play a little Magno Ball, or I could follow you into the diplomatic corps. Now, why does everyone assume all we Titans want is to mediate at trade conferences? Too dull for the sensorium. Too telepathic student. Hey, Miss Arden? Maybe, Mr. Kryn. First, I want some adventure. A little excitement. What the... All hands, evacuate, evacuate. And then they head out there, and a blister beast came through. He starts to siphon off its energy while she's trying to figure out what to do. Superboy shows up, and well, basically these three form the Legion. So no lightning.
Okay, so technically it's still inspired by Superman's actions,
but in the present.
Okay, that makes sense.
And basically, they basically like, oh, I want some adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they decide, and with help from the Green Lanterns being inspirational as well, they decide to send out invitations for everyone. And there's Lois Olson.
Yes, keep her away from Clark.
You'll hate the ending then.
Oh no!
That is a descendant of Jimmy Olsen.
Oh.
Remember, this isn't the way off future, dude.
Mm-hmm.
She just happened to be named Lois Olson.
And by the way, I love the bottom panel where it's recreating that famous Legion cover.
Yep. Well, to be fair, that's always how they would do in the pre-crisis days of bring someone in, even when Superboy wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they start bringing everyone in. We get Sunboy and Colossal Boy.
Everyone's a boy.
Yep. And look, they're Lad.
Or Lad, yeah.
Yeah, and basically things are going very well. If we even get Element Lad and Shrinking Violet and Bouncing Boy.
This is great.
Yep. With so much competition, you must all be pleased to have been accepted. It's an honor to start my spiritual journey with such a worthy ally. I never doubted my selection. Did you? Not at all. I guess you're all ready to make the universe a safer place. Sure. Can't wait. Hubba, hubba, hubba! Night Girl!
Oh, sweet.
And trying to show off her ability, and whoops! Like, you need further proof? No, that's fine. At last, the Boy of Steel has a weakness. Magic!
Oh, there you go.
Stop it, girl. Stop it. I'm right here, okay? This is not going to take long. But what do you think of this so far?
I like it. It's cool.
Yep. Of course, RJ is wondering, like, is this just more of him focusing on the past? And basically, like, he's going to make the same fatal mistakes. Because, something happened in the world without Superman. Basically, this is the case where, what if JLA, the Justice League, the Nail happened, but without Superman being on Earth?
Oh, that's interesting. So
but that also means that there was no ship to land for that would lead to Jimmy becoming the Kryptonian.
Okay.
So basically, it's partially what if the Nail stuck, but without some of the other additions, and then we find out what's going to happen in that future. So that's what Brande is worried about.
Okay.
Triplicate Girl, so many of the others who are either going to make it or haven't made it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they're all just so happy for everything, and even says like Iron Legs, Pharaoh Boy got rejected while I was accepted. Luck of the draw, buddy. Guess my power wasn't spectacular. Karate Kid. And I had no chance once I refused to take my helmet off. Basically, Bouncing Boy is getting imposter syndrome.
Okay.
Oh, and
oh no.
Hey, there's no Wonder Woman in this.
Yeah, I know, but
come on. If there's, but you can't you accept if you can accept someone going with Superman and with Superman going with Wonder Woman if Lois is gone, can't you accept him being with a Lois if there's no Wonder Woman?
I know.
Don't be a hypocrite, dude.
I know. I'm just playing.
I know, but yeah, the two are smitten with each other. But then there's something heading towards another planet, so they decide let's head up there and stop it. Unfortunately, then when they're trying to stop some this is where we're introduced. Stop it, girl! To Phantom Girl and Ultra Boy. Now remember, his ability is he has almost all of Superman's powers, but he can only pick one or the other.
Okay, that makes sense. That's cool.
Now, he doesn't need the flight because eventually he'd have a Legion flight ring.
Okay.
But, up and we got a Chameleon Boy. Yeah, and he's a Durlin.
Okay, that makes sense. That's cool.
So yeah, basically they're heading over to try and deal with what's going on. They even get a history of Sam's Kal-El, Starboy.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be able to help out, try and stop it. I'll increase your mass 100-fold, so Superboy's able to plow into it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, were you trying to kill us, moron? Sorry, I didn't see the evacuee. Evacuees shouldn't be on this side of the planet. We weren't running away. Our plasma bomb was going to stop the asteroid. Well, I was concentrating on stopping the asteroid myself. I'm Superboy. Stupid Boy's more like it. You think we don't have Omnicoms out here? I know who you are and the mess you've made. The fragments you created are just as dangerous as Rimburger as the asteroid. Some will burn up and enter the atmosphere, but the larger ones will land and cause massive damage. I know that. Now look behind you, stupid boy. All the Legion stop it, but Ultralad is still like, okay, we'll help Superboy. But once Rimbo is safe, you and me will finish this description in private. Sure. And look at that. Oh, and then there's Brainiac 5.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's still being, he's being the inspiration even as Superboy. But all of a sudden, the Fatal 5.
Sweet.
They show up and just start ramming into everyone. It's becoming a big fight and everything. It's just like out of the blue, they just show up. And they seem to start to win until Cosmic Boy gets his arm chopped off.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. Again, they're trying to stop it all. Oh, and Element Lad gets killed.
Mm-hmm.
And things just keep getting worse and worse. And then Colossal Boy got killed. Like, you let us out here in the middle of nowhere, and now my best friend is dead. But who's working with them? Lex Luthor!
It looks like a robotic Lex Luthor based on his eyes.
Well, we'll find out. But remember, how else is he supposed to be in the future anyway? Yep, since the scheme of Lex Luthor has meant the downfall of many over the century, the question is, do you wish to share their fate or join me in a conquest that has been a millennium in the planning? Now, that would have been the end of part 1 leading to part 2. Okay. So basically, they got a lot of loss. And of course, Superboy everyone's starting to doubt everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Brainiac got abducted.
Okay.
We were unprepared. Yeah, this time we'll have the element of surprise. They're trying to figure out what to do, but basically, there's so much anything to shatter. And of course, Ultra Boy's being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Hey, I'm talking to you. Those kids followed you here in good faith. You can't turn your back on them now. You're going to show some backbone. I'll prove and what I suspected from the first time I met you, that you're just a bored little rich kid playing superhero till the going gets too tough. Well, are you? Get up, or I'll hit you, and I'll keep hitting you until I get an answer. Back off, Joe. Superboy's no more to blame than anyone else. You didn't exactly cover yourself in glory when we were attacked, but Tina, I was only trying to get a reaction. Your ass trans, Joe. He stole your thunder by saving your homeworld, and you've been itching to get payback and paying him back ever since. Tina, take your pretty macho pride and go. I'm staying with Superboy. You've got what you always wanted, Joe. Your own gang to blindly follow your every word. Ultra Boy, we better make a move soon. The signal could fade at any time. Okay, leave these two sulking. We've got some better and bad guys to take care of. Not two, Joe. Nah, three. Reap still has to fulfill promise protecting Princess Wazo. And good care I take of her. Sweet, not. And that was the situation 2 hours ago. Your son's unhurt. So basically, she's been sharing stuff to Brande.
Mm-hmm.
Your son's unhurt, Mr. Brande. Only his pride is bruised. He's a good person who's racked with guilt for what had happened out here. And I feel terrible reporting to you behind his back like this, sir. You're a very resourceful young lady, Miss Olsen. Draw comfort from knowing you've set an old man's mind at ease, and that your dream of one day owning your own network is nearer. I don't think that's what she wants, though. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
And please keep me updated. So basically, it feels like this might wake some sense into him, despite the cost.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're trying to. Lex is trying to. Not again!
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Ah!
It happens occasionally.
Yeah, but I don't usually have it happen this frequently. Okay, there we go. But yeah, they're trying to study Brainiac 5, and they go into cyberspace, where we get a bit of a history of Kal-El and their war, and also the world and the history of Earth as well.
Mm-hmm.
It turned out it was Earth that created the universal computer. It did make the universal computer, and then there was the Third World War. So many heroes got slaughtered in the massacre. Look, there's even Stargirl.
Oh, there you go.
You masterminded this to discredit us. Surrender now, So Lex brought all this down. Surrender now, Batman, or my army will destroy you and your Justice League. I am Lex Luthor, and no one can prevent my destiny to rule the Earth. I knew your curiosity would compel you to enter my mind, distracting you just because basically, yeah, he was trying to read his mind and soon realized, oh, like he found out his history.
Yeah.
So see what I mean? This is basically what the Nail could have taken if there was no making a Kryptonian and Jimmy taking over.
Mm-hmm. They could have.
So yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do, and then there's Lightning Lad and Lass and Projecta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're showing themselves out, and unfortunately, Superboy's like, no need, my superhero works fine. But he's saying he heard it, like, in one of your secret messages showing how stupid I've been. Don't be so selfish. Do you realize the risk he took standing up to the SP on your behalf? If you'd only grow up, you'd see how much he cares for you. Oh, yeah, and hey, you just don't get it. I'm the sole survivor of my people, different from everyone else. I've always been alone. You don't pretend you understand my life. I understand. Starboy, I thought you returned to space. What happened? I got careless, but I'll heal. Be prepared for a few knocks and don't think about getting and quitting once things get messy. Otherwise, you've no right to call yourself a hero. You've gathered a bunch of kids, but never forget that you've had more advantages than most of them. So don't blame your life. It's cowardly. And don't make the same mistake as me. Vengeance, no matter how sweet it may appear, isn't what it's about. Forget about impressing your father or avenging the harm done to Colossal Boy, Cosmic Boy, or me. Go ahead, rescue Brainiac and stop the Fatal Five, but do it for only one reason. Do it because you believe it's right. Let's go!
I like that. That's cool.
Yep, so Cosmic Boy's utilizing a new arm and everything, and Stepify, freak! You're under Code Red orders. Code Red, has the Security Council authorized this? Commissioner Alito has used his executive power to declare a state of martial law until the present crisis has been dealt with. What crisis? Has Leto lost his senses? Enough questions. You're all under arrest. Uh-oh. As they're heading on over there, and it's Kal-El, and it's a triangle.
That's new.
Interesting. But then there's the Fatal Five, whamming and attacking them all again as we get even Ultra Boy gets a vision of all the Legion as kids beating him up, playing up to his, masculinity.
All right.
But basically, everything is because Universal seems to be declaring all of themselves an enemy. But clearly, Lex is manipulating things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're a hologram? What other surprise have you got me? So yeah, things are just going on. Oh, as for a moment you believe Superboy has destroyed the eye. It's an illusion.
Okay.
She's been so shocked that she's basically stuck there. Even if the eye's like, Mistress, I am confused. I sense no danger, yet our link is fading. Mistress, basically she's stuck there, locked in that moment. Nice, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
But with all help and with Phasma, they are able to, stop them and everything. Like, to think I gave up the Opal Throne for that big lug. I must be crazy. Yeah, she gave up being royal for him.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, they're trying to reveal everything about Universe, though. Obviously, the science police are trying to take, control and everything. Because they're so faithful about, Universo.
Mm-hmm.
But never in my 40 years as Universal's prime operator have I seen a commissioner less able to make an independent decision. So basically, this guy pointing out the commissioner was following everything.
Mm-hmm.
So he may think, you're an idiot!
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
So, Emerald Empress snaps out of it. Bouncing Boy heads off to try and get some, to try and help out. I did it. So he finally realized he can be a hero. Superboy flies in, gets him, and we find out it was Brainiac.
Ah, there you go.
It turns out Lex has been long dead, and I mean dead. Dead.
Wow,
Lex
cool.
thinks he somehow carried himself over. No. Turns out we find out, well, we'll get to it. But yeah, everything is building up. There you go. There's big, huge action and everything. Even Pharaoh gets to help out in grabbing the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Again, just big action, building up. They're starting to take out the Fatal Five while Superboy's dealing with Brainiac,
Mm-hmm.
who's also taking control of the other Fatal Five member whose name I forget. But, just look at the design for Brainiac.
That looks so cool. He looks a little like a xenomorph.
A bit. It's like, basically, this is, I think, how Brainiac would be if he was in the 30s, because we never saw Brainiac in the 30th century.
Mm-hmm.
But then we find out when Lex confronted Batman, turns out Batman, basically, they fought, and while they lost, Luthor was paralyzed.
Wow.
Even said, humanity turned against your nature. Once revealed, you disappeared from public view, and in your spite, sought to punish the world by destroying it. From the ashes grew the science police, and Universal, the tool which you secretly continue controlling everything. It's there, deep in the oldest part of the computer, the hippocampus equivalent, that the genuine malignance lies. And look!
Mm-hmm.
Long dead and forgotten. No, yes. And you're just a particularly nasty computer program that now believes itself to be that madman. So basically we see a world where Lex had his opportunity and still failed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they start to deal with Brainiac, and eventually they take him out.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's all happy, and even Brande shows up. He says, "Ripped your costume there, son. We'll have to repair that as soon as you come home." Gives him a hug. They remember everyone that passed, and now, if you notice, Superboy's now dressed like Mon-El.
Oh, there you go.
And even says and he gladly handed leadership over to Ultra Boy's superior experience. He also dropped the name Superboy and is asked to be known as Kal-El in honor of his Kryptonian origins. perhaps the greatest sign of his newfound maturity is the fact that he's currently dating the owner of the Omniant's fastest growing news network. Yours truly, Lois Olson. Who knows? Could be the start of something big. And that was it.
That was cool. I like that story.
I mean, I breezed through it quite a bit, but still, I mean, what did you think about the artwork first?
I love the artwork. I love the reveal of like that's Lex. It's not Lex. It's like a computer program because Lex was paralyzed in the war.
Yeah, but the fact that Lex, we see a world where Lex got what he wanted and still failed without Superman to stop him.
Yeah, and it's like that's a world where even because the whole idea is that Lex.
Yeah, sure, like, Superman may not be there, but it doesn't mean the other leaguers wouldn't stop him.
No, but the other thing is like I remember Superman is always telling Lex, you know, you could do so much good for the world if you weren't so determined to fight me. In this world, he didn't have Superman to fight, so he was like, I'm still gonna be an a-hole.
Yeah, he wants the world. Mm-hmm. He thinks he knows what's best for the world. Mm-hmm. But the fact that it resulted in this.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Superboy. Basically, Superboy is the star of it, but even he, like, there's a reason why he passes on leadership to Ultra Boy, because it's like, he's not worthy of being the leader. He's not experienced.
But speaking of that, it's kind of interesting how throughout the book, Superboy and Ultra Boy are, like, kind of antagonists toward each other, which is kind of funny considering the fact that Earth 3 Superman's name is Ultraman.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that's any connection here, since Ultra Boy has been around since well before Ultraman. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, the Fatal Five and all the stuff was really good and everything. And again, having Brainiac be the main villain.
That is cool. And I like the blue for this Brainiac instead of the green.
Yeah. Or should they, it's Lex's version of Real Docs.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, turns out, I shouldn't even say of Real Docs. It's actually not even Brainiac. It's Collulium for Eternal Brain. It's a creation of immense strength made up in Nurton. So it's not even really a person. It's a supercomputer.
Wow, that's cool.
That explains the difference even further. Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah, he's not even Brainiac. He's just, you know, as they say, a Real Docs. I like that. Mm-hmm. Again, it's different. It's interesting, but... Again, the fact that this is technically showing us two things. What Earth's fate would be, but how the Legion can still exist even with Superboy. It would just go in a much darker direction.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, the science police. But I also love how the characters are faithful to who they are because they wouldn't change, not the characters personally.
No, they're still the Legion characters.
It's just what brought him about and everything. And Superboy's upbringing. He's spoiled. I mean, I gotta say, I don't think Ultra Boy was 100% accurate. I do think he was partially accurate because even saw at the beginning, he's just a rich kid who's bored, who has too much power. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the opposite of what Arkham Knight Batman, Alfred once said to Batman, Arkham Origins, and Alfred said, like, you're not some hardened vigilante. You're just a young man with a trust fund and too much anger. In this case, he's a rich boy with a lot of issues and too much power and too much free time.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, what would you give this one?
In terms of a rating out of 10, probably like a 9 out of 10 because I enjoyed both parts of it. It's really cool seeing like
Lois also notwithstanding.
Lois notwithstanding, I'm gonna ignore that because she played a very small role in the book, so
but still vital.
It wasn't like she was plastered throughout the entire book, so that's why I don't take off a point.
Yeah,
I do like how eventually it goes to the classic Legion. In other words, even though it's like an Elseworlds story that changes in the beginning, it still inevitably leads to that. Except Kal-El being a Mon-El.
Well, he's in the Mon-El outfit, but he's now Kal-El.
No, but I'm saying he's essentially that filling in that role.
Yeah, and in a way, dropping Superboy is a sign of maturity too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
He's even choosing to embrace his Kryptonian heritage, which I've long said I wish Superman would do that.
I argue that still, because I still say Clark is who he truly is. Now, accept it, yes, but find a balance. Unfortunately, because if he goes too much Kryptonian, it all depends on what type of Krypton.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bomb Krypton. Don't tell me you'd want to be more like a burn Kryptonian.
No, hell no.
Yeah, because that was the Eradicator.
No, but I'm just saying, essentially embrace that part of his heritage in addition to his human, because both
Oh
played
yeah,
a role.
a lot of virgins usually. I would say this post-crisis, after Byrne left, did that eventually.
Eventually, because Byrne was pretty much like screw Krypton. He's Earth.
Oh yeah, to the point where I hated the part where he said he has all. I both understood but hated the bit where he said, "I have all of this knowledge. I can recite all this stuff, but in the end, it's all meaningless." Now.
Yeah.
Byrne could have been taking a pot shot at how, like I told you before, pre-crisis Superman, Clark wasn't really the main focus. It was Kal-El.
Mm-hmm.
Kal-El disguised as Clark, and him being Kryptonian was too much about him.
Mm-hmm.
Which, to be fair, you can't relate to that, really.
You can do a balance. I'm saying a balance.
You can do a balance. I'm just saying, I get why Byrne pushed the other direction initially. Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, let's be honest, the majority up until post-crisis, it was Kal-El.
Yeah, it's just he went too far in the other direction.
Yeah.
If he had balanced it out, I would be a little less hard on that run.
Although, also to be fair, some of that was, I think, also editorial edict to try and reduce a lot.
But I'm saying, if
which
they
makes sense. I mean, come on. Eventually got to the point where not who died, it was like who didn't survive eventually became the list.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there was that many Kryptonians still alive.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I mean, this was just showing, and again, this is a case where we have a super Clark or whatever becoming more like he basically goes about learning his stuff differently. Mm-hmm. He had a father who loved him, but was not the type of guy who would teach him the morals. So he had to learn the morals from elsewhere. Mm-hmm. Now it didn't make him an ass. Thankfully, he was a good-natured man enough to make him be a good boy, good man, young man. But not the type of guy who could teach him the morals he needed. Mm-hmm. Hence why I took Starboy to tell him it. Mm-hmm. Again, that's smart writing.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't think you've ever had that, really. Usually you always have either his upbringing corrupted him or it set him on the path because the parents taught him it. Mm-hmm. This is one of the times where, no, they didn't teach him it. He had to learn it later in life.
Yeah, he figured it out on his own. Well, obviously with the help of others, but it was
from the parent.
Like, yeah, it was like he was raised since birth that way.
Exactly. Which I feel, and again, shows that it can work. But again, he needs a good upbringing that gets him to that point. Which, let's be honest, this show did, I think, a unique set of circumstances that made sure he didn't go down the wrong path.
Yeah.
Because it all depends on Superman's the best example of nurture.
Yeah,
nurture
it is.
Of nature.
That.
I mean, now, granted, there's a bit of his nature in him, like Superman Red Sun. He was still the Superman we love. He just had all of the skewed communistic viewpoints.
And then at the end of the book, he went full Superman and saved the world.
Yep, exactly. But whereas the movie, ooh, America, God.
Oh God,
Wonder Woman.
Which is why when they brought when Matthew Vaughn came out and said he would love to make a Red Sun movie with Henry Cavill, I'm like, that's good, that's well and good, and I'd love to see Henry back in the suit. But are you gonna actually adapt it, or are you gonna do your own crazy version?
Yeah, knowing him, he's more faithful to things. He only changes what needs to be changed. Look at what happened with Kick-Ass and Kingsman. Mm-hmm. Compared to the comic versions.
True.
Especially Kick-Ass.
Mm-hmm. It's just I really don't trust adaptations nowadays, dude.
It's true. I think Vaughn is a good enough guy to do it right.
He can't get much worse than the animated movie.
And I'll tell you this though, I couldn't see Snyder doing Red Sun well.
I don't think Snyder would even do.
No, I know, but if he was, I wouldn't see him do it well.
Okay, how? Why?
I think he would go a bit too gritty with the Russian side of things. You know what I mean? I think, not only that though, and now to be fair, I think if the Red Sun Superman would give him a better opportunity than a regular Superman, because he was Superman all the time.
Yeah, and well, here's the thing. Are we talking Snyder with Warner Brothers support or Snyder with Warner Brothers undermining him? Because remember, he wanted a Man of Steel 2 that would be classic Superman.
You say that, but we don't know what the story would have been fully. Like, all right, we can always assume the best, but we don't know what he would have come up with still.
Yeah, but I'm just going off of what he himself said. He said it would have been traditional Superman.
But he's also made other statements after the fact and said, "Oh, we were going to do this." When it's like, you didn't say this before.
Well, yeah,
so, I'm just saying. I take what even Snyder says with a grain of salt, because he could also say stuff that was like a little nugget of idea, but he acts like it was a bigger idea than it probably was.
Mm-hmm. Well, going back to Snyder Kingdom, I wouldn't want him to do that because
I just said Red Sun.
Yeah, because here's the thing, and this is coming from someone who loves his work. Because Zack Snyder's Justice League showed me that he can do beyond the dark and gritty.
No, I get that.
I don't want him to just do the dark and gritty stories of DC.
Exactly. I can agree to that. I could definitely agree to that. Mm-hmm. Because he still wants it. The only one he's interested in doing now is Dark Knight Returns, which is dark and gritty.
Well, it's because it's his favorite comic, and he's like, if there's one comic I can do under James Gunn, that's the one I would do.
Which, understandable, because...
Funny, because BVS was Dark Knight Returns, which...
But not enough of it, because all the other things they came up with in it.
True, because of the death of Superman and all the other changes, but...
hey, there's Wonder Woman there, by the way.
Yeah, I saw her. I have what I call a Diana sense.
Yep. There she is, doing the splits, it looks like.
She's probably like, oh my gosh, I wish I were the Kryptonian right about now. I'm only kidding. Yeah.
You wouldn't even know what a Kryptonian is.
I know.
But again, this was just a good bit. But yeah, that Brainiac design. I love that Brainiac design.
Yeah. This is one of the many reasons why I love Elseworld stories. DC, because you can do crazy stuff like this. But you can also like really explore with like different character designs and like change how would this look if it was a Brainiac, if it was a Lex Luthor influenced Brainiac, or how would the Legion look if Superboy showed up?
Exactly, and yeah. So overall, just great pick, great story, and nothing much else to say about it.
Really good.
Thank you so much, and next time will be the 350th lesson.
Congrats, brother.
Yep. Take care.